This is the 2014 NSCAA College Soccer Preview, putting the spotlight on NJCAA Division I and III men's and women's soccer preseason rankings. And it comes to you right now, right here on NSCAA TV. And Iowa Western Community College, Brookdale taking home a championship right there under the direction of Katie Miller. Other teams celebrating NJCAA titles a year ago was, of course, Herkimer County, led by Pepe Aragon. And how about the double, though, from Iowa Western, pulled off by Jordan Carver on the men's side. He's their head coach, and Brad Sylvie on the women's side. Of course, both of them would take home NSCAA Coach of the Year awards, and they were celebrating like crazy up in Iowa. Let's take a look at the Final Four brackets. You see Iowa Western knocking off Tyler in penalty kicks to capture the NJCAA Division I championship on the men's side. On the women's side, you also see Iowa Western pulling the double, a 3-1 win over Navarro, as Iowa Western winning it on the men and women's side for NJCAA Division I men's and women's soccer. And hello everybody, I'm Dean Linke, proud to be the voice of the NSCAA and proud to be coming from right here at the Continental Tire Studios in Chapel Hill as we break down the NJCAA Division I and III. Let's take a look here on what's on tap today. We'll have the NSCAA Continental Tire Top 10 breakdown and get analysis from former Davidson head coach Charlie Slago, as we'll do that for both the D1 and D3 levels on men and women. And of course, we couldn't do it without the fine support of Continental Tire. Continental Tire, proud to be the presenting sponsor of NSCAA TV. Continental Tire, innovating technology, driving confidence. Learn more at continentaltire.com. And joining me, as always, Charlie Slago, 21 years as the top man at Davidson, leading them to the College Cup, and also 12 years as the CEO of Capital Area Soccer League, and now a member of the NSCAA Executive Board. Charlie Slago. And Charlie, delighted to be with you here at the Continental Tire Studios in Chapel Hill.
And when I'm not doing this with you, I put down I'm the sidekick of the NSCAA voice.
Well, I appreciate that, Charlie. It's great to have you along the way. And Charlie, first of all, one of the things that I know you love when you put the spotlight on junior college, even at the Division I level, you were at a small school in Davidson who made that amazing run. Talk about your time at Davidson.
It was great. We played in a great area. The ACC was all around us, and the Southern Conference, which we were in almost every year that I was there, was great competition. And so went out, and the schools around here, great academics with good soccer and great soccer, and I think that it was a fun experience, and getting involved with everything from the rankings to hosting college cups to doing all that was part of what made me love the game.
Well, we all know you're the great promoter. To be able to promote the College Cup at Davidson and then get your team in the Final Four. Talk about that run.
Well, it was a little bit fun. In fact, that day I was out getting 3- and 5-row bleachers to fill in because we had oversold the park. And the next day, after losing in the semifinals, my team was out there at 9 a.m. To help with a clinic. They weren't overjoyed about that, but they were overjoyed by getting to the Final Four, and losing to San Diego was tough in overtime, but then Virginia beat San Diego in that first year. But there were 8,000 people there. The first game, the first year, which is 1992, 93, we had 10,000, and in 94 we had 12,000, and the stadium only held 5,000. So a lot of temporary seats were brought in.
We mentioned the promotion. You also had the U.S. national team come to Davidson before the 1994 World Cup.
We had somebody wet behind their ears that was working for U.S. Soccer that was in their communications department. It was one Dean Linke who had come down. We had 2 women's games and 2 men's games down there.
All right. Do you miss coaching at all, Charlie?
I do not anymore. I'm enjoying what I'm doing as far as working with youth and youth soccer teams around the country, and I really enjoy that. Do a little broadcasting with you, and do a lot of different things, and makes it fun.
All right, let's take a look here now at the NJCAA Men's Division I Top 10 presented by Continental Tire. As we break it down, of course, you see Iowa Western. We talked about the fact that Jordan Carver, the fine head coach, we'll show you a little bit about him after this, but boy, what a job he did as they pulled the double.
Yes, and he really needed it because going into the season he was 67, 14, and 5, but that 24-0 makes it a much more respectable 91, 14, and 5, and they beat Tyler in penalty kicks for the championship, and that game was in Tyler. This year in November they're going to Prescott, Arizona to try to decide the championship, and so your number 1 and your number 2, Iowa Western Community College, right up there every year. Tyler Junior College, always up there, followed by Yavapai, San Jacinto, Eastern Florida State, Cincinnati Technical Community College, etc.
Well, of course, Yavapai, the home of Roger Espinoza, who did great things at Ohio State. Justin Merrim also coming out of Yavapai, and of course Roger Espinoza now getting it done on the big stage over in Europe.
Right, and there are plenty of good players that are coming out of this. The junior colleges really are something that is needed. Players who can, most of the time, stay close to home, get their first 2 years of their education, and play some very good soccer.
Well, we mentioned the double. Let's take a look at the two fine coaches for Iowa Western Community College. First, on the men's side, there's Jordan Carver, who took him to the national championship, and with that, he won the NSCAA, NJCAA Division I Coach of the Year, and his good friend, Brad Sylvie, also getting it done on the women's side for Iowa Western Community College. Those two guys, they really enjoy working for each other. In fact, Brad will help the men's team, Jordan will help the women's team. Good relationship.
Yeah, it's a good combination there, and you know, getting the double, it doesn't happen very often.
And of course, now we'll take a look here at the NJCAA Division I Women Top 10.
And the Reavers from Iowa Western, as you said, Brad Sylvie in his 6th year, national champions. They beat Navarro College 3-1 in the final. And if you're looking there and seeing Butler Community College on August 22nd, not very long from right now, you have Iowa Western versus Butler. Should be a great game to kick off the season with an early game on August 22nd.
Herkimer County for NJCAA D3 men and Brookdale for NJCAA D3 women that took it home. When we come back, we'll bring you the NSCAA Continental Tire rankings for NJCAA D3, and we'll do it right here on NSCAA TV.
The NSCAA convention to me is probably the best place to get any sort of education of a wide variety that you can go in the world.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm ready to go on.
Super excited.
Pretty excited.
Oh, super excited, yes. Now I'm excited to just be a part of it and experience it all, take it all in.
You watch the match live. You road trip to the away games. You rise and fall with every run. Above all, you live your love of the game. Whatever you do, get there with Continental Tires and improve your grip with extreme contact traction.
Continental Tire, for what you do.
At Lumber Liquidators, we buy direct from the mills, giving us an incredible selection of hardwood floors at unheard-of prices. Right now, choose from over 150 hardwoods on sale, including popular wide plank pre-finished red oak for just $179. Red oak makes it gorgeous, wide plank makes it stylish, and we've got it for 55% less than other stores. Plus, get an amazing 20% off our best laminate and vinyl flooring. Incredible deals on beautiful bamboo, hardwood, and laminate, and 12-month special financing. Hurry at these unbelievable sale prices. These deals won't last long, so get to your local Lumber Liquidators now.
Pepe Aragon's Herkimer County team taking home the 2013 NJCAA Men's Division III Championship, Charlie.
Pepe, 17 years, 297, 27, and 14. Those are audacious numbers. NSCAA National Coach of the Year 5 times. Herkimer hosted it last year and came away with the national championship and are hosting again this year up in upstate New York.
and they will host with a heavy heart as after winning the national championship, Pete McElvoy, an All-American, actually died of natural causes, and we certainly send our best to Herkimer County family as well as the family of Pete McElvoy. Now we'll take a look here at the 2013 NJCAA Women's Soccer Division III bracket, and Brookdale knocking off Mohawk Valley to win the championship by a score of 4-3.
Yes, and a great game, and a 4-3 game. Brookdale did what they had to do and got the national championship under Katie Miller.
Well, let's take a look here now at the NSCAA Continental Tire Top 10 for NJCAA Division III men, and there's Herkimer County Community College again at number 1.
Right, and you have Hartnell coming in as second. Daniel Ortega, that's the school out of Salinas, California, and then from there on, you have Suffolk Community College, who played awfully well last year and into the championship round, and the rest of the teams in that Division III National Junior College rankings.
All right, good stuff here. Now let's take a look at the NSCAA Continental Tire Junior College Division III women's rankings, and Cerritos College will come in at number 1 with Brookdale, who won it last year, coming in at number 2.
Right, and Brookdale wins it. Cerritos, Ruben Gonzalez, 102-7-9. He's lost 7 games.
102 wins, 7-9.
Yes, and that wins you 3 out of the last 6 national titles if you do that. So Ruben Gonzalez there, Katie Miller, as you mentioned, coaching for Brookdale Community College, and then San Diego Canyon College, and et cetera, all these great teams that are there.
Yeah, you see Fresno City College coming in at number 8. They had 18 wins last year as well. Good stuff here as part of the 2014 NSCAA Continental Tire Junior College Division III preseason rankings. When we come back, we will also show you a little bit about what's on tap on NSCAA TV in the fall. Several high-profile Division I games, and also stay tuned to NSCAA TV as they'll also put the spotlight on the D2, D3, NAI level, maybe even squeeze a junior college game in there as well. That and more right here on NSCAA TV.
The NSCAA convention to me is probably the best place to get any sort of education of a wide variety that you can go in the world.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm ready to go on.
Super excited.
Pretty excited.
Oh, super excited, yes. Now I'm excited to just be a part of it and experience it all, take it all in.
You watch the match live. You road trip to the away games. You rise and fall with every run. Above all, you live your love of the game. Whatever you do, get there with Continental Tires and improve your grip with extreme contact traction.
Continental Tire, for what you do.
NSCAA TV now rolling into year 2, and another impressive schedule of Division I games will be featured beginning August 30th right here on NSCAA TV. Charlie Slagle.
Utah Valley versus UMass, and should be a good game out there in Orem, Utah. A couple games I want to highlight. William and Mary, North Carolina at Williamsburg. Chris Norris has a great program, took over for Al Albert a few years ago. Carlos Samuano took over for Elmar Bolovich a few years ago, has won a national title. Should be a great game, William & Mary. Very difficult place to play. Then you have High Point versus UNC Asheville in a conference matchup on Saturday, September 27th. Dustin Fonder coaches at High Point. What a beautiful facility they have built there, along with a beautiful campus. UNC Asheville, Matt Kern coaching there for the UNC Asheville team. And then on the Saturday, October 11th, on page 2 of this, we have UConn versus Tulsa in stores. What a storied tradition they have at UConn. All those years with Joe Maroney and now Ray Reed, who went to Southern Connecticut but has been at UConn for quite a while. It should be a great competition on October 11th.
Those are the men's broadcasts on NSCAA TV at Division I level. We also have women's broadcasts right here on NSCAA TV.
Right, and I'm going to highlight Columbus Day, October 12th. Ohio U versus Miami of Ohio. Ohio U, coached by Aaron Rodgers. No, not the one that replaced Brett Favre. And you have Miami, coached by Bobby Cramick, who's been there for a long, long time. Should be a great game. That's the last game of the season on the women's side, and should be a good one, cross-state rival.
That's homecoming weekend for my alma mater as well, so it'll be interesting how the students are doing at that game on a Sunday afternoon after the big football game on Saturday, Charlie.
And I think Friday and Saturday night with Ohio U. And plus I've heard that it doesn't matter because I think Monday through Saturday night are pretty big nights for Ohio U.
Pretty much. As we welcome you back here to the Continental Tire Studios in Chapel Hill. I have no fun with Charlie Slago ever. The guy always makes me laugh. Charlie, it's been fun all week long breaking down Division I men and women, taking a look at the Mac Hermann watch list. We'll start with that. Talk about your predictions to win the Division I National Championship.
Well, I went with UCLA and Jorge Saucedo, and also with George Gelnovich coached UVA. I think that they're going to be very good defensively in UVA, and UCLA, I don't know if it was some sort of omen when their field got flooded and Pauley Pavilion got flooded, but an awfully excellent team, and which could mean for a double because UCLA looks awfully good in the women's side to repeat.
Well, what a perfect lead in because, of course, on the double here, Iowa Western Community College, what an amazing job they did last year at the junior college level to walk away with the NJCAA Division I for men and women national championship.
And it's amazing because if you look at youth soccer, you know, Western Iowa is not on top of your list. It's not like they can walk across the street and pick up anybody. They have done a great job not only getting players there, but coaching them when they're there. And I think that, you know, that double is very, very impressive.
Finally, why is it so important to the NSCAA to continue to put the spotlight, not just on the Division level, which of course, Division I level, which of course we spend a lot of time with, but Division II, III, and right here at the National Junior College level?
Well, the NSCAA is the organization for all coaches. Whether you are a parent of a 7-year-old and you're coaching that 4-on-4 game out there, or whether you're Bruce Arena coaching at the LA Galaxy or Siggy Schmidt coaching for Seattle Sounders, all of those folks are members, and there's something for them. The coaching courses start with a level 1 and work their way all the way up to the Premier Badge. And what they do is teach coaches to coach at the level that they're at, and they can move coaches up the ladder. And there's coaches who have started as youth coaches, become members of the NSCAA, and you end up coaching the University of Dayton on the women's side, who a parent coach in Coach Tucker, who has moved his way all the way up the ladder. And so NSCAA provides coaching courses for all levels, and their convention is one of a kind.
Charlie Slago, thanks for all you do for soccer and college soccer and the NSCAA.
Well, I love it.
All right, he's Charlie Slago. We love him, and of course, we love the good folks at Continental Tire for bringing us these programs right here on NSCAA TV. Continental Tire, innovative technology, driving confidence. Learn more at continentaltire.com. So many people to thank for bringing you all of these preseason rankings and Mac Hermann shows. Of course, our production team led by Kyle Lang, Taylor Hoggard, UNC New Media. My broadcast partner is Charlie Slago. Also helping out is Amanda Dinko. Got to thank all the folks in Kansas City: Joe Cummings, Chris Burt, Christine Mason, Monique Bowman, Rob Kehoe, Pat Madden, Kathleen Hermish, and Steve Vio. And we couldn't get it done without the wonderful SIDs and all their great video departments. To learn more about the NSCAA, visit nscaa.com. Once again, I'm Dean Linke. On behalf of everyone here in the Continental Tire Studios in Chapel Hill and in our Kansas City headquarters, thank you for watching NSCAA TV.